Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at Meguiar's Pro Hybrid Ceramic Sealant M27. You can get it by the gallon or 16-ounce container. $29.99 is the average price. As you can see here, it's purple and it smells just like it looks, raspberry bubblegum. So shake it up good, get that formula all mixed up, and I'll show you two ways that you can apply it. So 16 ounces you can get for $29. There are some websites where you can get discounts by quantity, and then it goes down as low as $25.49 per 16 ounces. A whole gallon of it's 99. So it is a bit pricey. Let's see today if this is worth that price. Now, putting it on by hand, you just want to make sure and take a little bit extra time that it's going on thin and it's going on even. That's the best way to apply this product, and I'll bring you in close to see what it looks like. Some things I'd like to bring up to take note from the product description. It will not stain trim, can be used on paint protection film, can be used in direct sunlight, and has self-leveling agents. They do boast of the sealant being their most durable as of yet to date. So we'll put a little bit of that through the test, and we'll put it on a test panel. And I'm thinking of putting it up against something that's familiar to us, a benchmark that we've been using, so we'll get to that. Another important point to bring up from the details of the product itself is that they want you to do a full contamination and decon, and at least a one-step paint correction. And there aren't many products that really push that issue that they want you to do a paint correction first. We often, in our videos, push the subject because that's how you get the most out of your product. And this really backs up and confirms what we've been saying, especially for this product here. This product will need a full 24 hours of cure time minimum. The more the better. And you can use Meguiar's M799 Pro Hybrid Ceramic Bead Booster to maintain M27. As if applying this product here by hand wasn't quick enough, you can go around the car even quicker with a polisher and a finishing pad. And in most polishing lines, that's going to be the black one. It's a nice, soft pad. It will not do hardly any correction at all. And it spreads out the product quickly. It spreads it out evenly, and I'll show you just in a few seconds how quick I can get around the car. So in case you haven't seen it by now, and it really doesn't matter what color you're working on, as you work the product into the surface, it blends in with the color you're working on. So it's really, it's not easy to see what you have to wipe off, and that is probably part of their self-leveling formula. But just use a shop light and you'll be able to see if there's a little bit of haze or blurriness left over. And I have heard that there is a little bit of a haze that sort of creeps back in within the next 12 hours or so. I haven't had that problem yet at all, but I have heard of it. Just be aware of it. All right, that's gorgeous. So far, what I could share is the product is user-friendly. It's easy to apply, easy to remove. I really dig the self-leveling, whatever they have in their formula to do that. And it makes it look just dripping wet and that's right away. And as it cures, it'll look even better. Okay, now I'm anxious to see what the rest of the car looks like. So bear with me a moment while I get around the car, get this applied, and we can take a look. On a car this size, shouldn't take you more than 10-15 minutes to get around it. If you're doing it by hand, just add 5 or 10 minutes more. And that's it. And this definitely raised the level of gloss. It was already looking good from the correction, but this put it on a different level, and I'm very happy with it so far. I'd still, even with all of this said and what we've seen so far, I would like to see that price come down a bit, but let's continue on. Before we continue on to the test panel, just give me a few seconds here. I want to get some numbers behind what we're seeing. Anything over 90 is good. Anything near 95 is just absolutely fantastic. Not the highest readings we've gotten on the channel, but like I said, anything over 90 is just attention grabbing and looks fantastic. When it comes to slickness, I already feel a huge difference. I can't leave the meter by itself if it isn't level. I can't wait to test that when we're on the test panel. Speaking of that test panel, I have one on the horses ready to go, but we are going to properly prep it, decon, clean it. We're going to do that one step that it calls for. I pushed that anyways, so here we have a nice squeaky clean panel to apply the sealant. But we're not going to apply it by itself. It's going to have a friend here right next door, Seal and Shine. As we know, that's the benchmark when it comes to testing durability. So let me apply that first. We all know by now, or we should, how that's applied, what it looks like, how it makes the surface of the vehicle glossy, and how, more importantly, it protects. And that's what we're going to be looking at on this test panel, the durability, because we already know Meguiars is easy to use, easy to apply, easy to wipe off, looks fantastic, smells great, a nice user-friendly experience. But will it hold up on your car? I am a little bit late on this video with the sealant because I've been trying it different ways, by itself, on naked clear coat, on top of other sealants, on top of spray SiO2 sealants, on top of coatings, on top of acrylic, on top of graphene. And so far, everything has been fantastic. Now, on a top of protection, it's not going to last quite as long because it doesn't have much to grab onto. It has been playing well with other products so far. I haven't found one that it hasn't. So that's something I can pass along to you. The only thing that I'm not sure of is durability. I have put it on a couple of my cars, my personal cars and lot cars, so I'm anxious to see them come back in a couple months. And I can also do a panel test like I have with you guys using the 10 wash test and also the road film test, and that's what we will do here. As you can see here, the magic marker labeling on the tape is backwards and corrected as it's curing. All we have to remember, and I will remind you when it comes to the next video, that the M27 is on the right side, Seal and Shine on the left, and the tape will, the labeling will be in its correct test area. So two coatings or two layers in each section, both the Seal and Shine and the M27. We're going to give it a full 24, maybe even longer. It may take a few days till I get back to this and test durability. So they both will have plenty of time to cure. All right, all we have to do now is let it cure. You can see the time and the date. We're going to let it cure for a couple days, and we can come back, beat it up, test slickness, get some gloss meter readings, and much more. Catch you guys in the next video.